Hello everybody and welcome back to the Derby County Save, where we are on deadline day in January, and yes, I think we might be busy. Diving into it then, we've accepted the invitation to be a part of deadline day. So the screen has gone a lovely yellow, and yeah, we're probably going to be pretty busy because our squad, if you haven't seen the last episode, is really small. Really small. We've got £11.5 million to spend in terms of net spend FC. So let's see how it gets on. Good bits about deadline day. Rumours, innit? Transfer news. Let's see what's happening. Jamal Musiala, £83 million Bayern Munich to Liverpool. Nicola Zaniolo, £71 million Roma to Man United. Thiago, free transfer. Tottenham to Deportivo Toluca. Now, could Thiago do a job for us in centre mid? Probably not. His physicals are absolutely dreadful. And Federico Di Marco from Man City to Lille for 16.5 million. 4 transfers, which we are not going to get involved in. Now, there are rumours. Cameron Carter-Vickers to us from Fulham, £15.75 million. Too expensive. Alex Collado, Derby County from Getafe, £25.5 million. Too expensive. So yeah, it's an interesting one. I mean, Derby County poll. What transfer fee should be paid for Riyad Mahrez? I mean, we can't see what the poll results are, but 276 people have given that a big thumbs up. There's lots of Derby County Mahrez stuff going on there. Derby County poll. Should Brereton Diaz be signed? He's probably too expensive for us. Well, 12.75. We might be able to get him down to 11.5. Probably not the best use of our funds. We need depth. We need squad depth. So we're diving into deadline day, 15 hours to go. Let's see how we get on. Okay, with 11 hours to go, we have a flurry of activity. I've caved. Riyad Mahrez, 475k. It would leave us with about 11 million. He can still cut it, can't he? He can still do something. He can definitely still do something. He's definitely still got something in his locker. He's definitely going to be... Look, I mean, there's still green on the board. 475k. I mean, he's 33 years old. He's 33 years old. Is it a panic? It probably is a panic signing. But it is Riyad Mahrez. And he has played very well in the past 2 seasons in terms of rating. Will we be able to get something out of him for a year to be like 34? Because he's still got a bit of pace. Strength 5 is absolutely dreadful. I just don't know. Is it worth it? Is it worth a £500,000 risk to bring in Riyad Mahrez? It's interesting because there's another one that we're going to look at in a minute, which is like, is it worth it? And that one is probably not. This one, I mean, it would be a superb... Well, it comes down to it, right? How much do we trust our scouts? B+ would be a superb signing. If we go back to the inbox, Eddie Nketiah is happy to move to us for £7 million. That would leave us with £4.5 million. Now, if we look at Eddie Nketiah, sign him whatever the price. He would come in and be our second best striker behind Liam Delap, although he's rated exactly the same. He is quick as anything. He's got goals, composure, finishing, dribbling's good. He comes in as that advanced forward role. Everton would be losing money on someone who didn't score in 11 games last season, but has got 1 goal and 2 assists in 2 games this season. I just don't know because the other bit of news is Che Adams is happy to move to us on loan. And it is like, there's an optional fee of 13.5 million, but we're not going to pay that. So, I mean, Che Adams for a year, 28 years old, striker, again, comes in just behind Liam Delap. Quick, good finishing. It says he wants to more be an inverted winger, but he's definitely a striker. Reasonable left foot, very strong right foot. Eddie Nketiah, fairly strong, very strong. So he's actually more two-footed. He's 25 years old for £7 million. Is it worth signing Eddie Nketiah for £7 million and Riyad Mahrez for 475k? We could still technically get Che Adams on loan as well. Right. Do we need a winger? Do we need an old, aging winger? We've got Damari Gray. We've got Sibley. I mean, we really don't have many options out on the wing. We've got youngsters that we can call up and play. Or do we change formation and go without wingers? Because Damari Gray can play like in behind very well, apparently. Is shadow striker. I could use his pace as a shadow striker. And Louis Sibley can very definitely play in the middle. He's got good passing attributes. He's on form. Maybe we go away from wingers. Maybe that's it. Maybe we're mixing it up for the second half of the season and we're going away from wingers. Which would ultimately mean we don't bring in Riyad Mahrez. I've cancelled it straight away. Do we go for a flat 4-3-3? A 4-2-1-3? Or a 4-3-1-2? I am a fan of a 4-3-1-2. Which means we would need strikers. We've got attacking midfielders. We've got central midfielders. We've got wing backs. We need a centre-back. So centre-back is on the agenda. Definitely on the agenda. Because at right goalkeepers, Dolberg and Sonny, I'm quite happy with those two. Centre-backs, Deschamps Bernard, Cashin, Bielik. So we've got 3 centre-backs. Ebasole and Brandon Williams at right-back. We've got Buchanan and Hickey sort of left-backs. So one more centre-back gives us full coverage at the back. Centre-mid, if we're playing a 4-3-1-2, Garner, Aziz and Bird can all play in the 3. Castro will play in a 1. Damari Gray would play in the 1. Jason Knight can play all across. Louis Sibley can play sort of all of them as well. Donovan is a bit of backup as well. It's mainly strikers we're missing. Have I just convinced myself to spend £7 million on Eddie Nketiah? To leaves us with $4.5 million to spend. I think I've talked myself into it. But now it is it Eddie Nketiah or is it Che Adams? Compare with Eddie Nketiah. So Eddie Nketiah has the speed. Attacking wise, they're the same. Technically, they're the same. Aerially, they're the same. Mentally, Che Adams has it. Defending, we don't care about. And physically, Che Adams has it. Vision, well, we don't know. I think that's actually because we don't know. Right, attributes. Highlight attributes for attacking roles, advance forward on attack, because that's more than likely what they're going to play as. So, dribbling is the same. Finishing, Che Adams slightly has it. First touch, it's the same. Passing, Che Adams has it. Technique is pretty much the same. Work rate's the same. Off the ball, Eddie Nketiah has it. Decisions, they're saying Eddie Nketiah has it, but I think it's ranked against the lowest one we know, which is 11. Composure, Eddie Nketiah has it, but it could be 15. Anticipation, Che Adams has it. Right, what do we really want? If we're playing an advance forward, or does Che Adams give us more versus 5'9", 5'9", so he's not going to be a big striker. And Nketiah has better pace, which means if I put him out wide, I'd probably be better. So attacking field left accomplished, attacking field left accomplished. Striker, natural. The player's been scouted by Nicky Law and the report will be available shortly. But advance forward, pressing forward, he can do it all. Good. See, this would be a good signing. Signing Nketiah at whatever the price. Speed. Versatility. Determined, professional, matches signing philosophies. I mean, he technically has more. One of them's second nationality, though, which doesn't really count. International experience, I don't think you can really hold that against Eddie Nketiah. Che Adams plays for Scotland. Oh, my word. I think I've talked myself into signing Eddie Nketiah and not going for Che Adams. Who have we got in the under-23s that we could potentially have as another striking option? We have Cornel Janicki, the youngster. Could very much come in and do a job if needs be. We've got Vasilev as well, who we haven't sold. He's really not up to scratch. Because what I'm thinking of is that if we bring in Nketiah, I don't think I'm going to want to bring in a striker on loan. I feel like it's a waste of a striker from a waste of a loan from the Premier League. So Schürrle has rejected us. He was a centre-back I wanted from Spurs. He doesn't want to move to us on loan. Really annoying. I can't believe I've just talked myself into paying £7 million for Eddie Nketiah. Now the question is, do we also bring in Che Adams? I really don't know. He's only £10 million. Okay, we've got Eddie Nketiah for cheaper, and he's younger and quicker, and finishing really wasn't that much difference. I'm not going to accept this one for Che Adams yet. I'm not going to do anything with it. I'm going to go and see who else is available on the loan market. Okay, I've had a look around and I'm still not sure on this deal. It could be a masterstroke bringing him in for half a season to give us options up front. 1 goal in 7 for Southampton, 6.7. He's averaging a 6.8 in the Premier League. It's not amazing when we need goals. That's done it for me. Cancel the deal. We have another loan option from the Premier League. We'll be back when there's more deals. Okay, now this is a really interesting one. For 3.8 million, Daniel Maldini has got a work permit and is on the verge of a move to Derby County. Now, we've only got 4.5 million left to spend. And 3.8 of that would leave us with, what, 700 grand-ish? Yeah, that's about right, isn't it? 700. Oh, it would leave us with £700,000. He doesn't. If we're moving away from wingers, he doesn't really suit how he plays. It's another person in behind. It's definitely someone we could sell for more money, though. This is the thing. It's definitely someone we could sell for more money. What I'm tempted to do is cancel this and see if we can get him on loan. Because I just feel like that's not going to leave us with enough money. It's not going to leave us with enough money to play around a little bit more. And we need a centre-back more than we need a winger. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to cancel that. And then we're going to go withdraw. And then we're going to make a new offer. And we'll say we'll loan him. And I don't really mind what we pay. The optional future fee is neither here nor there. We're not going to play it. Squad player. You can have all this. 57,000 a month is nothing. Done. Right. Let's see if he wants to move on loan. And he does want to move on loan, so that solves us a bit of a problem. So Maldini is in on loan. That's good. That's fine. I prefer that as a deal. We're not committing to buying him. 56,000 a month is pretty much nothing. But Mason Holgate for 2.4 million, I think, is a bit of a better deal. So Mason Holgate comes in as a squad option, a squad rotation player. At centre-back, can cover right-back if needs be, brings pace. He's 6 foot, so he's not the tallest centre-back, but he does bring options, which is good. Good heading, marking's okay, tackling's okay. I feel like he's our guy. I know he's not played very much recently. He did really well in the Championship. But as a rotation option, when Deschamps Bernard and Bielik are knackered, I feel like he's going to be a good option. And that leaves us 2.1 million still to spend. So Mason Holgate is in. Well, Louis Sibley is now out for 3 to 4 weeks following a fall. He has fractured his cheekbone. Now, he's quite important for us, so we're going to send him to the specialist. But our squad is looking like it's got more depth, which is good. We have brought in a 28-year-old Mason Holgate, which does bring up the age a little bit as well. Bit more experience. In fact, he comes in to join Damari Gray as the oldest player in the squad, which is a little bit of a worry. But, yeah, there's a bit more depth to it now. It's looking a little bit better. We still do have a Premier League loanee we could bring in. So I think that's what we're going to look at next. And we still do have, 2.1 million on a player if we need to. 9 hours to go. It's getting to crunch time. But we're getting there. We're getting there. With 3 hours to go, we've bought in another centre-back. £900,000 for Mateus Laborde. We're trusting our scouts here because we can't see everything about him. But what we can see, he does look pretty decent. He's going to come in as our highest rated centre-back when the scout report was done. B+, got his work permit. 900k, I feel, is a bit of a bargain for someone that's been playing very well in Uruguay. So, yeah, he's in. £900,000, 3 hours to go. We've signed 2 centre-backs, a winger on loan, and a striker for £7 million. And there is Laborde, so let's get him registered, just to make sure that we're not breaking any registration rules. We'll give him a squad number. Where is he? There he is. Mateus Laborde. He can get the number 12. That's not too bad. Number 12 ain't too bad for a centre-back, I think. A backup sort of centre-back. And we will send him on the intensive language course. And we will get Bielik to say, hey, go and say hello. Right, we have 3 hours to try and finalise another Premier League loan to allow us to sort of bulk out our squad a bit. And, see if we can pick someone up for, 1.1 million? That's how much we've got left. Awesome. Right, I've been recording for well over an hour now, trying to just do this deadline day. It's been full of me making offers, trying to get things in, but the final last bit is going to be Fernando Farias on loan from Man United. Can play in attacking midfield, can sort of do the central midfield role as well. We just needed one more body through the door, and it's going to be Fernando Farias on loan. Again, trusting the scouts with the A- recommendation. He is in, and what I think, are you joking me? Because I've done the maths, right? I've done the maths, and we have 1.2 million to spend, and we get an offer from an agent for someone that looks like a youngster in Brazil with high expectations as the next Kaká for 1.2 million pounds. Are you joking? If we can sign in for 1.2 million pounds, I'm all over. It's a minimum fee release clause. Yep. Okay, that's that one done then. Can we? We're not going to get that done before deadline day. Farias is in. Squad registration will get him ticked off as well, just because we need to make sure we're not breaking any rules. Assign the squad number, Farias. You are suspended for your first game. Amazing. You can have number 30. Are we going to be able to get this signing of the next Kaká over the line? Probably not. Because we're not going to loan you out, mate. You're going to be sitting nicely in our under-23s, absolutely ripping it up. We'll just get rid of the pay increase. Happy to give you whatever you want with that. Yep, fine. Let's get this done. 1 hour to go. He needs a work permit. And he needs the deal to go through. So let's see what... He's granted a work permit and he's going to sign. Oh, my God. Oh, my word. It's all gone through. Work permit done. Accept. 30 minutes to go. I think he's in. He's in! The next Kaká. Oh my word. To be fair, he looks really good for 18. The agent offer has come up trumps there. Oh my word. Let's keep an eye on him. Hugo. I mean, obviously we're just going to call him Hugo. But yeah, what a name. Intensive language course. Absolutely fine. Bielik, welcome the youngster in. Welcome him in. Absolutely amazing. Deadline day is done. And there we go. Right. We have spent all of our money for NetSpend FC. There is 0 left in NetSpend FC. We have to sell to buy. And the main thing I want to look at, Victor Gyökeres, we sold for £9.25 million. Can we compare him, please, to Eddie Nketiah? Wherever Eddie Nketiah is. There he is, Eddie Nketiah. Attributes. Highlight attributes for attacking roles, advanced forward, because that's probably what they're going to be lining up as each. Right, so finishing. Finishing is in favour of Eddie Nketiah. In fact, Eddie Nketiah looks like he is... work rates were very low compared to Gyökeres, but I feel like, looking at this, we may have a better end of the deal here. Average 9.8, so Gyökeres has the bigger average there. Gyökeres has the bigger average on mental. And he has the bigger average on physical. Maybe we haven't got a better deal. But you win some, you lose some. Hopefully, these deals turn out to be bloody good. That is how you go all your spending. We are so far below the top spenders in the league. It is absolutely ridiculous. But there you go. Biggest spenders are Newcastle, 28.5 million. We bought the most players in with 8. And most players out was Man City with 13. Benjamin Sesko moved to Spurs for £15 million. And the top deadline day deal was actually a loan from Spurs to Milan. Owen Wijnaldum, the left back. So good luck to him. But our squad is now looking a bit fuller. And we managed to bring in a very highly rated youngster as well. So all in all, I think a pretty successful deadline day. Let me know what you think down below. I am bringing the Patreon back if anyone wants to give a little bit of donation to the channel. $1 a month, I think, is what you can sign up for. The links will all be down below. Go check it out if you want. I probably won't plug it that much. I generally forget and I don't do much over there anyway. But here we go. Deadline day is done. We are heading into the second half of the season and we're hoping to turn this form around, and we're committing to what I think is going to be a 4-3-1-2. I haven't picked the roles and everything yet. I haven't sorted out how I want us to play. But I think it's going to be commitment to a 4-3-1-2. And we'll see how that goes. Catch you in the next one. Looking forward to it already. See you in a bit. For now, I'm out. Cheers.